Good morning, traders. It is Friday, January 24th, and we are almost 1 hour into trading. What's going on today? We're seeing some pretty heavy selling. I'm watching AXP. I'm short that right now. We can see this big gap up on the earnings announcement. We can see how that opening price failed. Steady price action. When you see this on these big gaps up, that means that the stock is going to continue to fill in. There's no reason for me to close that position down. I'm currently bidding 134.05 for it, so hopefully I'll get filled. The market is weak. Let's take a look at what the S&P 500 is doing. Before I do that, I always like to qualify my statements because there are a lot of people who look back at the price action and they go, oh yeah, I saw that. I knew that was going to happen. Before the market opened today, I posted my market comments and I said, I think everything's going to be pretty decent. We've got excellent economic news. The flash PMIs from Europe and Japan were excellent. Decent numbers out of the U.S. today. No worries there. We've got USMCA going to be signed next Wednesday. Earnings reports so far have been good. Intel posted a great number. Stock is really strong after the open today. So the macro backdrop, really, really good for the market. I watch price action. Price action tells me everything. So my early comments before the open, yeah, S&P futures were up big before the open. Nice gap higher. Look at this S&P sell off right here. I have been telling everybody in the chat room from the very first bar today. Ooh, that didn't look good. Look right here. This is 5 minutes after the open. That first candle was not particularly good. That was a warning sign. As we go through, and you can see I'm keeping the market up right here. Down, down, down. Go down to my comments. I'm watching everything. No, we can't buy yet. We can't buy yet. No, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. Netflix looks great. I bought Netflix. I bought Intel. Made money on both of those. But as I saw the market deteriorating, I said, I'm taking profits. I'm heading for the sidelines. These will be my longs today. I don't like what I see. So here we go. Right here. You can see an hour after the open, we're drifting lower. Big cap letters. The selling pressure very heavy, and I believe coronavirus could be the culprit here. I think the market might be discounting it. You got 40 million people in China currently not able to travel out of their regions. WHO yesterday said, don't worry about it. This is not an international epidemic. I think the market is much more worried about it, and they want to make sure that this doesn't develop into something. So we have to be super, super careful here. So you can see, we'll see some nice bounces, but you have to be willing to fade those because today we want to be on the short side. Only reason I didn't get short early in the day was because of the extremely strong market uptrend that we've been long. Best strategy is to find weak stocks and to short them, take profits on big drops, then wait for a bounce that stalls and reload. That's the game plan for today. I outlined it an hour after the open, and here we go. So I was telling everybody we got to be super, super careful trying to buy these bounces. Here comes AXP, come to Papa, coming down to my target. So let's take a look at the SPY and see what it's doing. Why am I so dang bearish today? What happened? Long red candle, closing on its low. Okay, first warning sign. That tells me sellers are in control. Look, we gave up that gap very, very easily. Another long red candle. Ooh. Barely could bounce in here. Typically, you'd see the market have a long red candle and zoom right back up, erase that. Not good. I knew when we had this long green candle here, we pull back early, we check that opening price, the closing price from yesterday, and then zoom, nice big long green candle. Oh, hey, that'll get you a little bit excited. What did the next candle do? Ate up all of that. And if you combine these two on a 10-minute basis, it would actually be a long bearish hammer, inverted hammer. Well, that is a warning sign. As soon as I saw that, I said, oh, we're not getting long anything in here. That's why we wait, and we wait. Another similar situation, trying to bounce, trying to find support. Wham! Barely even pauses here. Wham! Okay, here we go. Nice little bounce. Okay, we're through the halfway point here. Right here is when I was telling everybody in the chat room, very, very, very careful on these bounces. This type of selling is going to require a process. It's not one and done. It's not by the first bounce. You need to see multiple tests of that support level before you can get long. Folks, I want to short. I want to short this market, and I want to short it on bounces. That's the way to approach it today. So then we have a little marginal low right in here, and now, hey, that looks pretty good. 1, 2, 3 candles in a row. But I said this is the key bar right in here. We got to see this bar stack another nice long green candle on top of it before I would feel like there's even a chance for a rally. But I would prefer to see us come down here, gradually, some long tails under body, get that 1OP indicator crossing. Then I can get long, and then I can feel pretty good that we're at least going to see a decent sustainable bounce where I'm not going to have my head handed to me, and I can get long that, but I have to be super careful. I got to take profits on those little bounces because the best play today is going to be on the short side. It's going to be on the short side. We know that early on, so don't force long trades. That's what every other novice speculator has been doing, is buying dips, but we have to respect these long red candles. They are telling us that sellers are in control. Buyers are not going to be rushing in to buy the market at a forward PE of 18. Prices are lofty, and especially when they see this type of selling action, they are not going to be aggressive like they've been. They're going to be very passive. We saw selling on Wednesday. Yesterday we had a nice little bounce, had a bullish hammer. Yeah, everything looked great for the open today, but we have to follow the day-to-day patterns. I'm seeing some really decent selling pressure today. I believe that we are going to challenge the low from yesterday, and we might even blow through it, and that is a big drop from here. So, fade every bounce today. Now, I posted this video late because my priority is to make sure that members have the information that they need, so I got to keep this short. I'm only going to tell you, you got to focus on the short side today. Look at this selling come in. I am short. I'm long puts. You can also see how the market is coming in right here on AXP. I'm short that stock. How do you find good stocks? You go into this search right here. After earnings was my first one, and this was bearish after earnings. AXP was on that list. Heavy selling. These are the stocks you want to focus on. ABBV, really nice looking short. I highlighted this yesterday in the chat room. Look at that breakdown below. Horizontal support, two long red candles closing on their low. Really nice. Taking a look at anything else that sticks out to me here. You're going to see a lot of stocks. That's a failed breakout right there. Breakout, red candles closing on their low. That looks pretty dang good. Not my favorite because I still have this trend line to get through, but that shows me weakness in Qualcomm. Just trying to find anything else that looks like it might be pretty decent. Again, I don't have a lot of time to go through all these stocks right here. CVS had been looking good. Look at that breakdown right there. A lot of this was due to the Amazon announcement that they trademarked Amazon Pharmacy. So they are going to get into the pharmacy business. You see the steady downtrend. CVS, that's a nice looking short today. So on the long side, this is when I do like to find stocks that I can buy on a bounce. Relative strength 30. These stocks are strong relative to the market. You can go down the list and take a look at them. I especially want to look at stocks that are up. So here you've got a stock that's actually up on the day, trying to move higher, even against this stiff market tailwind, which is going lower. So that's nice relative strength. It wants to go. Intel, also nice. Look at that. This stock wants to go. When the market finds support, yes, you want to be long Intel. And we'll take a look at that after hours or after earnings search. You can see AXP on that. Let's see, heavy buying. What else do we have in here? So these are your stocks. I have this list in the chat room. right here. Very easy to find these. I was long AVGO yesterday on the close, and I'm going to show you that because I just like to prove that right there, AVGO yesterday, the 23rd. Dave actually pointed this out. There we go. Long with Dave, AVGO just before the close. You can see the post in here. Really nice overnight move. Big time. They announced a big contract. Well, we could pick that type of action up using the searches. So, heavy buying, great search. Heavy selling, great search. Relative strength 30, relative weak 30. These are all the searches that we're using. There's a look at some of your stocks. Win will probably be a very weak stock, especially given the coronavirus concerns. This breakout right here is being challenged. You can see how the stock bounced off of that breakout, that support level. If the coronavirus becomes an issue, you're not going to see a lot of people in casinos. Win below this support right here, probably a good short. A little bit of panic selling in there. So we see the market dropping. I think my plays are going to be on the short side as far as option lottos today because the momentum clearly points lower. We've got bullish sentiment off the charts right now. A surprise element like this coronavirus, nobody could have seen it. Nobody could have planned for it. It's exactly the type of thing that can shake weak bullish speculators out of the market. Once the programs start to kick in, they feed on themselves. These sell programs, feed. Well, once they start to trigger bullish speculators and the bullish speculators start to head for the exits, it actually feeds on itself. It's like throwing fuel on the fire, and that's when you can get these 50-point S&P drops, 80-point S&P drops, 100-point S&P drops. We've seen them in the last year. They seem so distant right now because the last 5 months have been go, but we are overextended on the long side. You need to be very, very careful with your longs in here. So if you've got a lot of bullish put spreads out there, you might want to hedge yourself, short some S&P 500 futures, buy some VXX, which I actually am long VXX. You may see that spike for the first time in a long time. I like buying VXX. So make sure you buy some VXX, especially if you are short bullish put spreads. If those stocks start to break technical support on your bullish put spreads, buy them back in. We got to watch the market. I believe that SPY 327.50 is a key level to watch. Okay? But if this nervousness starts to feed on itself and bullish speculators start to get flushed out, things could happen very quickly. You don't have to hit the panic button just yet, but I think it's prudent to own some VXX just to hedge your bullish put spreads. As far as we're concerned, in the chat room, we've only got about 25-30% exposure right now on bullish put spreads because we've been waiting for earnings season to come in. Now that we've got some of those earnings announcements, we're starting to put some on. But next week is really when we plan to go into action. I've been looking for this pullback. I want this pullback. Let's see how far it goes. It's a great time to be prudent. We want any kind of weakness in the market to be able to sell these bullish put spreads. So let's see what happens. For today, there will be bounces. Okay? We're not going to be getting long. Probably not even the whole day, but if there's going to be a rally, it probably won't happen until the last 30 minutes of trading. That late in the day. This is super heavy selling, and you've got to take advantage of these little bounces here so you get these big drops. Take profits on your shorts. Wait for that little bounce in there. Start to reload. Watch for those stocks with relative weakness. Bam! Get back into those shorts. Get another big drop like this, take profits. Wait a little bit, wait for that little rally, look to re-enter. That's how we got to play it today. I got to get back to the chat room. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please watch my video that I gave you last night. That has some really good tips on how to trade the S&P 500 intraday. I also had a couple of good stock picks in there, which by the way, I put in Netflix. That stock has been super strong. I think it's starting to fade now, but it did provide us with some nice opportunities early. We'll go into that one. Look at that run early in the day. So if you watched that video last night, congratulations to you because I posted it late at night. You made some money right out of the open this morning, even though the market was selling off. FSLR was another one that I put in that video. Boom. Still looks really good. I like FSLR. Boeing, I think, was the third and final one that I had in there. Boeing gapped higher, pulled right back with the market though. Long red candle closing on its low. Nope. Wouldn't be in that one. You want to see those green candles stacking on top of each other. Boeing is still holding its own right now while the market goes down. We're going to overlay that S&P 500. Look at the market. Down, 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 down. Boeing, nice and flat. Buy, 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 buy. Boeing wants to go higher. This is what we look for. I hope this lesson helps you. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please turn on your notifications. Favor the short side today. Think it could get a little bit ugly today. No good bounce until probably the last half hour of trading. Good luck. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.